Sometimes Hollywood gives us a gem, a moment where a beloved star doesn't run from the internet hype. They lean into it. And this time, it's none other than Josh Hutcherson, the internet's accidental boyfriend, stepping into the spotlight once again, laughing at his own viral chaos and proving why fans adore him. At the glamorous premiere of his latest comedy series, I Love LA, set to hit HBO on November 2nd, Josh Hutcherson didn't just walk the red carpet, he owned it. And he did it by embracing something most celebrities would pretend never existed, the now iconic moment the internet turned him into a phone-licking meme legend. Yes, he admitted it, he laughed about it, he even endorsed it. And suddenly, the world remembered why his fandom never disappeared. It just evolved. This is the story of how Josh Hutcherson, the once quiet heartthrob from the Hunger Games, stepped back into the viral spotlight like it was his destiny. And how this return is only the beginning of something huge. Before we get to the part where he proudly claims he'd lick a phone again, let's rewind. Because to understand this moment, you have to remember who Josh Hutcherson is in pop culture. For an entire generation, he wasn't just an actor, he was the cinematic comfort crush. From Little Manhattan to Zathura, all the way to becoming Peeta Mellark in the Hunger Games, he represented the quiet, loyal, emotional hero who said less but felt more. He wasn't the loud, brash star, he was the steady one, the soft smile protector. The guy fans imagined writing poetry and making pancakes on Sunday mornings. And then suddenly, boom, TikTok happened, and the internet dragged him into meme royalty, remixing his face into chaotic zoomed-out edits, throwing his photos into retro montages, and yes, circulating that infamous moment where he appeared to lick a phone. It became unstoppable. A cultural blip turned phenomenon. For many celebs, this would have been a PR nightmare. But Josh Hutcherson, he embraced it like a king reclaiming his digital throne. At the I Love LA premiere, interviewers asked him about being seen as an entire generation's boyfriend. Something Rachel, the creator of the show, herself joked about. And without missing a beat, Josh smiled and accepted the title like a man who already knows his place in fandom history. If it got me the job, he said, I couldn't be happier. That's not strategy, that's charm. That's confidence. That's a man who understands what the internet is and how to roll with it. He praised Rachel, calling her a one-of-a-kind creative force, and talked about how joining I Love LA felt like a dream. A full circle moment, almost. The once child star stepping into a bold new lane, guided by fresh creative voices and a comedy series that lets him play, poke fun at himself, and show a version of Josh Hutcherson the world hasn't fully seen yet. And then came the moment, the one fans will replay again and again. When asked if he had a favorite meme about himself, he said it. With a grin like he already knew the internet was waiting, he revealed he's always loved the phone-licking meme. He even joked that honestly he's not sure anymore if he originally licked a smoothie off his phone or a phone pretending to be a smoothie, but that either way, I endorsed it 100%, I'd do it again. Who does that? Who embraces a chaotic internet edit that hard and turns it into a personality flex? A confident man, a man in his post-boy band era, a man who knows he's loved and isn't afraid to play along. Josh didn't just approve the meme, he made it canon. He turned the internet's joke into a badge of honor. And that's not the only fan fuel he delivered, because as soon as the meme's conversation cooled, the energy shifted into horror territory, into something fans have been screaming about for months. Yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. Josh confirmed he's headed right back into the Freddyverse, teasing a sequel that promises more animatronics, bigger stakes, deeper lore reveals, and enough Easter eggs to keep die-hard fans hunting for clues frame by frame. And when asked if it could lead to prequels, he didn't deny it. He didn't dodge. He simply smiled, teased a future that feels inevitable, and said he'd love it if it happened. Then came the nostalgia bomb. This year marks a decade since the Hunger Games franchise wrapped. 10 years since Katniss and Peeta first stood as symbols of rebellion for millions. 10 years since Josh Hutcherson and Jennifer Lawrence defined an era of cinema. When asked if he feels FOMO watching a new cast step into Panem, Josh admitted it. He's proud, happy, and emotional about it. But he also confessed he misses it. The friendships, the world, the moment in time it represented. That raw honesty, that's what keeps fans attached. You could almost hear millions whisper, bring him back. Put him in something with Jen again. And he didn't shut that down either. He even teased that yes, one day he and Jennifer Lawrence will reunite on screen. Somewhere, somehow, together. Not a reboot, but a rebirth. But just when the nostalgia softened the mood, reality stepped in. He spoke with real sadness about a project that was supposed to pair him with the legendary Diane Keaton, a film he adored that never came to life, and the heartbreak of her passing. His voice cracked with respect, admiration, and a sense of loss that went beyond career, like losing a creative beacon he deeply admired. That's the duality of Josh Hutcherson. Funny one second, vulnerable the next. A man grounded enough to laugh at memes, but mature enough to mourn legends. And when asked how he survived Hollywood from child star to respected adult actor, he gave the most thoughtful answer possible. Some luck, yes, but also long-term vision. Choosing roles carefully, avoiding typecasting, thinking about longevity instead of trending moments. Coming from anyone else, that might feel like PR talk. But from Josh, it feels rooted in quiet discipline, a slow burn career, a craftsman in a world obsessed with viral hits. And maybe that's why, when he does go viral, when the internet decides to turn his face into a digital shrine, he can laugh about it. Because he doesn't need the meme needs him. And so now we stand at a new chapter. I Love LA arriving on HBO 5 nights at Freddy's expanding into a franchise universe. The Hunger Games legacy still echoing, a potential reunion with Jennifer Lawrence on the horizon, and a generation rediscovering their cinematic comfort crush. Except now he's funnier, more confident, and fully aware of the cultural spell he holds. So what does this moment really mean for Josh Hutcherson? It means resurgence, not as PETA, not as a child star, but as a self-aware, internet-savvy cultural icon who knows exactly who he is. It means the world didn't forget him, it was waiting for him. It means the internet didn't mock him, it crowned him. And if memes are the currency of modern fame, then Josh Hutcherson is richer than ever. This isn't nostalgia. This isn't a comeback. This is a continuation. Louder, brighter, goofier, and more powerful. The boy with the bread has become the man with the meme crown, and he's licking it happily.